world, and happy Halloween, and welcome back to Stuff We Do, where we do all the knife stuff you love. Knife reviews, knife tests, knife modifications, and outdoor stuff with knives. Okay, today is Halloween, so I need a Halloween knife. To cut open the packages for the meat that I'm gonna braai later on today. Okay, so last year I made this thing. Okay, can you see the, what do you call this? It was kind of copper plated, but then I rubbed it off with steel wool. So you can see the copper rusting or patinaing on the blade itself. What do you call this? I etched it first, and then I did the whole copper, not really plating, but it's like a copper sulfate solution with acid, and then if you put it in there, it coats it. But if you leave it in there too long, it coats it completely. So I did it like this so it would look nice and old. Then I wrapped the handle with a piece of leather, and look at the blood. It's not real blood, but it looks awesome. So yes, this was my meat murdering knife last year. So this year I decided I was going to go and get the cheapest machete I could find. This is what I found. Okay, it is a big thing. It was 45 Rand, which is $2, I think. Okay. Normal working machete. Okay, so I will be tuning this and using this as my Halloween knife this year. Super impractical, most likely quite dangerous, especially after a few beers, but we are going to do this. Please watch along. Okay, so first let's decide what we're going to do on here. Okay, we have wind. Yesterday it was still extremely hot. Today we have wind and there's a chance of rain. So it might just be an extra scary Halloween this year. Okay, red drum. For all of you that watched The Shining, I know they didn't actually have machete in there, but that's the only thing I can think of now. Now the wind is fighting my garbage bag. Okay, so we have red drum over here, which is murder backwards. And now we have to wait for this thing to dry before I can paint the other. It's not dry, but it's dry enough, and I'm tired of waiting. And then on this side, let's okay, I am in no way an artist. And my favorite shade of nail polish is now, what do you call it, going dry on me. And yeah, but maybe they'll weathered look that this will produce will be fine. Okay, this is supposed to be a skull. If you can't see that, then you need to be more of an artist. Little eyes. Yes, scary eyes. Little skull nose. And a little skull mouth. And let's do some bones on the side. You know, like skull and crossbones. That looks beautiful. Quick interesting little fact. The Jolly Roger, which this pretty much is now, pirates used to have red flags, and in French they would call that the gilet rouge, something red, and that's where the name Jolly Roger came from. Or I might be lying. Okay, we have a skull on this side, so if it doesn't work for Halloween, at least it can be a pirate sword next year. Okay, I added the 2020. Now, I do not have any, what's the fancy stuff called, muriatic acid, but I do have this. This is normal swimming pool hydrochloric acid, but there's almost nothing left, and it's already been mixed with something. It might be my copper plating solution, it might be diluted, there might be something else in this bottle, I don't know. So I'm going to try it anyway. Now, because I don't have enough of this stuff and a big enough container to put this in, we're going to improvise. So my plan will be as follows. I'm going to be using these things as, I don't know, drip trays and whatnot. So I'm gonna wrap this thing in TP and then pour the acid on that and leave it and see what happens. Okay, so let's hope that works. Okay, now the mummy sword is wrapped. There's so many things that can go wrong with this now. I don't know what steel this is, I don't know what acid this is, I have no idea what's going on here, but let's try it anyway. Shake this stuff up. Oh, and never work with acid without gloves and eye protection and all of those things. I'm sitting here in my pajama shorts, but please don't do oh no, this definitely has some kind of copper or something in it, otherwise it would not be green. Okay, but I can smell a lot of acid in here, so should work fine, hopefully. Okay, what a super interesting way of doing this. Okay, I'm not going to turn it around now. I'm going to wait for a while. See if something happens. Well, I can see lots of little bubbles on this side, so something is reacting with something, and I could immediately see this brown over here. Well, maybe it will give it an interesting texture. Okay, so no pumpkins, no problem. Just take cans. I use my, what do you call this? It's a Steer stainless. It's got a lifetime warranty, and they sell them here in South Africa. It's a made in China thing, but they are extremely sturdy knives. So I use this to cut these things, and then you can use something like Leatherman just to bend your eyes and things away. Bit of orange spray and Bob's your uncle. Okay, this is how this turned out. And now I'm standing at the wrong side and you're seeing my shadow, but it looks quite awesome. Okay, now I have to clean all of this mess up and then take some thinners or something to get the nail polish off, and then we'll start on the handle. Okay, and now it's rusted and it's coated and it's 5,000 degrees outside, so I am melting today. The hottest Halloween ever. Well, in South Africa it's always hot, but it's crazy today. Okay, so now we bring back the bog rail and some thinners. The only reason for this is to get rid of the nail polish that we so lovingly applied earlier. Okay, and then once we have all of this stubborn nail polish off, we see our etched and unetched areas. Okay, I don't want to clean it too much because I want that rust. I'm gonna put a thin layer of, what do you call that stuff, boiled linseed oil on there, and then it should keep that patina on there also. Not that it's gonna come off, but I don't want the rust to get away. I want to enhance it. Okay, when I'm done taking off the little skull on the other side, I'm going to sand a bigger finger groove in here and just sand the thing down so it's smoother, because now it's extremely jagged. And then we will see if we can make blood spatter on this, but I'll take you along. Okay, I knocked off all the eye spots, and then let's go back. Two things. Now what I would normally do to get that nice bloody effect is just drop a few drops of red food coloring on there. It penetrates the wood nicely, and then when you coat it with the boiled linseed oil, it's in there forever and it doesn't come off. But my wife, I love her dearly, bought me strawberry flavor. Yeah, so that's not going to work. So we're not going to have blood stains on the handle, but I think it's fine because it will be covered in blood once the horror starts. Then, normally a quick spray. Okay, now you can't see this. A quick spray, and then this thing is orange, and I put it in a tree somewhere or on top of something. Put a candle inside, and we have our little jack-o'-lantern, which can be reused again next year. This year, instead of getting me orange spray, she opted for acrylic color value series. And I don't even think I'm going to try that. So yes, let's just get this thing done so we can get the video out, and then we can start doing the good stuff that's associated with Halloween. Well, at least here in South Africa, we're not gonna walk around asking for tricks and treats. We are going to start a fire, brine meat, a few people will come over, we will hang about with silly costumes and things like that. I do not have a specific costume this year. I think unsuspecting victims might see me coming with my machete if I wear something too horrible. So I might dress like the neighbor you never suspected. Okay, there we have our handle. It looks nice and aged. And then boiled linseed oil is never a good thing to put on blades because it will get tacky. So I'm not using a lot, just enough to cover it. Great stuff. So it's going to look like that. Red drum, big machete. I like the patina that formed on there, and the handle looks fine. Okay. Please enjoy your Halloween. Thank you for watching this video if you made it this far. And then I will, and this is video number 9. So I will see you tomorrow for the final installment of our 10-day 10 video challenge. Enjoy your Halloween, stay safe, happy, and have a good one. Bye bye.